Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Always great to be back.
This time, you've been digging into launching your own online marketplace.
Right.
And all this research you've done has led you to Amazon clone scripts.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds a little intimidating, right?
A little bit. Yeah.
Don't worry though, we're going to break it all down for you. Like exactly what are they?
Yeah.
Why are people making such a fuss about them? And, what do you really need to know before diving in?
Okay. Yeah.
We'll make it all clear.
Lots of potential here, especially when you look at Amazon itself.
Okay, yeah, so let's start there with the giant in the room, Amazon.
Right.
You've got some pretty crazy stats in your research.
Oh, yeah. Amazon's pulling in, what, over $500 billion a year?
That's wild.
And a huge chunk of that, something like 90%, comes from third-party sellers, not even Amazon's own products.
I know, it's crazy, right?
And then you add in, what, over 200 million Prime members, plus their whole shipping network, handling millions of packages every day. It's just mind-boggling.
It really highlights how much things have changed in e-commerce.
Yeah.
These multi-vendor marketplaces, like with Amazon leading the way, they're the ones calling the shots now.
Absolutely. And it's not slowing down at all. I mean, projections for the whole global e-commerce market, it's going to hit $7 trillion by 2025.
Wow.
So yeah, anyone thinking about an online business, this is the place to be.
So where do these Amazon clone scripts fit in?
Okay, well, imagine you want to build your own online marketplace.
Okay, yeah.
But you don't have to start from scratch.
Right.
Like, you already have a blueprint, you have a foundation ready to go.
Yeah.
That's what these scripts do. They basically copy how Amazon works at its core, so you can launch way faster.
So it's kind of like a pre-built website, but
Yeah.
made just for running a marketplace with like multiple sellers.
Exactly. And even though it's based on Amazon, you still get to make it your own.
Yep.
Build your own brand, target a specific group, a niche. That's where the magic happens.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, speaking of making it your own, your research mentions AliExpress and Tokopedia
Right.
as examples of how this approach can work.
Oh, yeah, they're great examples.
Yeah.
Showing how you can start with that same basic script, but really tailor it to different markets, different people. Like AliExpress, they connect those smaller vendors directly to shoppers globally.
Yeah.
They've really tapped into that demand for affordable stuff and shipping it internationally.
Yeah.
But then you have Tokopedia. They totally dominate in Indonesia. They're all about mobile shopping and making sure payments work locally.
That's really fascinating.
Yeah.
So they both used a similar starting point, but they made strategic choices to cater to different needs and how the market works at different places.
Exactly. And they've both been hugely successful.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, there's this key point we should mention. 80% of shoppers, they're more likely to buy from a site that feels personalized, So understanding who you're targeting, customizing how your marketplace looks, how it feels, even how it works, that's going to resonate with them. It's key.
So it's not just copying Amazon.
Right.
It's taking that core functionality and then making it your own.
Right.
Now, what about cost? Building a whole e-commerce platform from nothing sounds pricey.
Oh, it definitely can be. You've got development costs, servers, security, then keeping it all running. It all adds up really fast.
Yeah.
Plus, the research even mentioned that opening a physical store can set you back, anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 just to get started, depending on where you are and how big it is.
Yeah, that's a huge initial investment.
Oh, yeah.
And with an online marketplace, you can, skip all that.
For the most part, yeah. These clone scripts, they offer a way more affordable solution.
Okay.
You're basically paying for that pre-built foundation, which cuts down development time and cost.
Yeah.
Plus, you get that 24/7 accessibility, reaching people globally, and way lower overhead compared to a physical store.
So it's kind of like the difference between, building a house from scratch versus buying one that's move-in ready.
Yeah.
You can still renovate and decorate how you like, but you're not starting with an empty lot.
Perfect analogy.
And speaking of features, these scripts come with a lot of built-in stuff. Everything you need to run a marketplace smoothly and efficiently.
They do.
Okay, like what? Let's dive in a bit. I'm seeing mobile apps, admin dashboards, SEO optimization, multi-language support.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It is. It's like they handle everything. From product listings and payments to user reviews and reward points.
Well, it's all essential if you want to compete online these days.
Right?
It's not just about having a website anymore. It's about engaging people, making things run smoothly, and driving those sales.
You need a real platform.
Exactly.
One of the things I really like is this wish list function.
Uh-huh.
It's like a digital shopping list, right? Letting customers save stuff for later. That's got to be great for sales down the line.
It is, and it all comes down to understanding how users behave.
Right.
Features like wish lists, being able to compare products, getting personalized recommendations, those are all crucial for a good experience and for keeping people coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's imagine you're a customer, right? Landing on a marketplace built with one of these scripts.
Okay.
What are some of the things you might encounter that make your shopping experience, better and easier?
Okay, so I'm picturing myself on this new online marketplace.
Right.
Browsing around.
Oh.
What's the first thing that catches my eye?
Well, one of the big things is how you search and filter stuff.
Right.
Like, imagine you're after a new pair of headphones,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know exactly what you want.
Right.
These scripts usually have really powerful search engines,
Okay.
so you can narrow down your choices
Yeah.
by price, brand, features, color, you name it,
Yeah.
even by what other users are saying.
So instead of being overwhelmed by like a million options,
Yeah.
I can kind of quickly zero in on what I actually need.
It's all about making it easy and enjoyable to find what you want.
Right.
And, speaking of finding stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of these scripts have this quick view feature.
Quick view. What's that?
So you can peek at the product details without leaving the page you're on.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so if you're looking at a list of headphones,
Right.
you can hover over one,
Ah.
see the key specs, the price, maybe a bigger image,
Yeah.
all without clicking through to a whole new page.
Yeah, that makes sense. It keeps you in the flow.
Keeps users engaged, reduces that friction.
Yeah.
Now, let's say you found a couple headphones you like,
Okay.
but you're not ready to buy just yet.
Right.
That's where the wish list comes in.
Oh, yeah, the wish list.
Like a digital shopping list.
Yeah. Yeah, I've used those on other sites.
Right, you save items for later.
Yeah, especially if I'm like waiting for a sale.
Exactly, or
Yeah.
comparing different options. It's actually a win-win.
How so?
For both the user and the marketplace owner,
Okay.
users get to organize their shopping and the owner gets valuable data.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, by seeing what people are adding to those wish lists,
Uh-huh.
owners can figure out what's popular, what trends are emerging,
I see.
and even use that to personalize marketing, recommend products.
That's pretty smart.
It's like having a built-in focus group.
Right. Telling you what people actually want.
Exactly.
Now, what about actually checking out, like buying stuff?
Right. Well, these scripts are designed to make paying smooth and secure,
Okay.
offering lots of different payment options
Yeah, that's important.
to cater to everyone globally.
So I might see like credit cards, debit cards, PayPal,
Yeah.
maybe even mobile wallets or cryptocurrency, depending on the site.
It's all about giving people choices.
Right.
And of course, security is huge.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
These platforms are built with strong security features
Okay.
to protect all that sensitive data, make sure transactions are safe.
That's got to be a top priority. I'm seeing a pattern here. It's like these scripts really focus on the user.
It's a key takeaway for sure.
Yeah.
Making the whole shopping journey as easy as possible.
And to help with that, a lot of these scripts even have a compare products feature.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Like if I'm stuck between two different headphone models,
Right.
I can see them side by side.
Specs, prices, ratings, even what other people are saying.
So helpful. It's especially for tech stuff.
It takes the guesswork out.
Yeah.
Helps you feel good about what you're buying.
Speaking of what other people are saying, those user reviews are gold, right?
They are.
I know I rely on them a lot.
It's like having a whole community of shoppers helping each other out.
Right. Building trust and all that.
Exactly. And for the marketplace owner,
Yeah.
those reviews are feedback.
Okay.
They can use that to improve products, spot issues, even personalize recommendations.
Wow. So reviews are good for everyone.
They really are.
Okay. So user experience seems to be top priority. But what about the people selling stuff? What features help them?
Ah, good question.
Yeah.
Because a successful marketplace needs both, right?
Right. Happy customers and happy sellers.
Exactly. You got to have both.
So let's shift gears for a second.
Okay.
And imagine we're a vendor using one of these scripts.
All right.
What's that experience like?
Well, it starts with the vendor panel.
Vendor panel.
It's like their command center,
Okay.
where they manage their products, talk to customers, track orders.
Sounds like a lot. But these scripts help streamline it all, right?
They do, yeah.
So first things first, the vendor sets up their store profile.
Right, like their digital storefront,
I've seen it.
showcasing their brand, their products, what makes them unique.
Like a digital business card.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to make a good first impression.
Absolutely. Build that trust with customers.
And then how do they actually add products?
That's all done through the vendor panel, too.
Okay.
Product management is key there. Adding new products, updating listings, managing inventory, setting prices.
So they have full control.
They do.
That's good.
And some scripts even have this demo mode.
Demo mode.
Yeah, where vendors can showcase products before they're officially approved.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like a sneak peek.
Yeah.
Get feedback early on.
Smart.
Helps make sure only good quality stuff gets listed.
And then once a product's ready,
Right.
is there an approval process?
Usually, yeah.
Okay.
Most marketplaces have that to maintain standards.
Makes sense.
The vendor submits their product.
Uh-huh.
The marketplace admin either approves it or asks for changes.
And how do vendors know what's going on?
There's usually a built-in notification system.
Oh, okay.
Keeps them updated every step of the way.
So they don't have to keep checking back.
Exactly.
It's not just product approvals, right?
No.
What else do they get notified about?
All sorts of buyer activity.
Like what?
Like when someone buys something,
Okay.
leaves a review, or sends them a message.
So they have a real-time feed of everything.
They do. Keeps them in the loop.
Yeah, that's important for good customer service.
It is.
Speaking of which, what about order management?
Right. Well, that's where they handle all the incoming orders.
Okay.
Processing payments, shipping, customer inquiries, that kind of thing.
Lots to keep track of.
There is.
But again, the scripts help, right?
Absolutely. Many platforms integrate with shipping providers.
Oh, that's handy.
So vendors can easily print labels, track packages,
Makes things so much smoother.
and give customers real-time updates.
Right. Everyone stays informed.
Transparency is key.
And what about the money side of things?
Payments.
Yeah.
Most of these platforms have built-in systems for that too.
Oh.
Handling secure transactions, generating reports.
Makes accounting easier.
It does.
Less room for errors.
And it's not just about the money itself.
What else?
Those user reviews, we talked about them from the shopper side,
Right.
but they're super important for vendors too.
How so?
Positive reviews, they're like gold.
Okay.
They build trust, influence people's decisions.
Right. People are more likely to buy something with good reviews.
Exactly.
So vendors should encourage customers to leave reviews,
Definitely.
but it's not just about the good ones, right?
No, negative reviews can be valuable too.
Really?
They can highlight areas for improvement,
Okay, yeah, I see this.
whether it's the product itself, customer service, even shipping.
So it's all about learning and growing.
It is. You got to take it all on board.
Now, there's one more feature I wanted to ask about.
Okay, what's that?
Coupon codes.
Yes, the power of discounts.
Everyone loves a good deal.
They do.
So how do those work from the vendor's perspective?
Well, vendors can use them strategically
Okay.
to attract new customers, reward loyal ones,
Uh-huh.
clear out old stock, run special promotions.
Makes sense.
It's a great way to boost sales and engagement.
And then, last but not least, what about integrating with other tools and services?
Oh yeah, that's important too.
Because vendors probably already use a bunch of different things,
They do.
so they need to be able to connect them all.
Exactly. And these platforms often offer integrations with all sorts of things.
Okay.
Payment gateways, shipping providers, marketing tools, analytics.
So they can customize their workflow
Yeah.
and use the tools they're already familiar with.
Makes everything more efficient.
Right.
So to sum it all up,
Yeah. What's the key takeaway for vendors?
these scripts are designed to empower them.
Okay.
Give them the tools, the resources, the support
Yeah.
to run their businesses well, grow their customer base, and really thrive online.
It seems like a lot of thought goes into these platforms,
It does.
creating a win-win for everyone involved.
Absolutely.
But there's one piece missing,
What's that?
the person who oversees it all, the marketplace administrator.
Right. We can't forget about them.
Let's step into their shoes next
Let's go behind the scenes.
and see what it takes to run this whole operation. Okay, so we've seen what it's like for the shoppers, browsing and buying stuff.
Right.
And we've explored all those tools and features the vendors get.
Yeah.
Now, let's go behind the curtain, so to speak,
Okay.
and step into the role of the marketplace administrator.
Right.
They're the ones who keep this whole thing running, right?
Absolutely. The admin panel, it's like the control center for everything.
Oh, okay.
You're monitoring activity, making decisions, basically making sure this whole online world thrives.
So it's a pretty important job then.
Oh, yeah. Very important.
What kind of things would I be doing as the administrator?
Well, you'd wear a lot of hats. Think of it like you're the mayor of a digital city.
Okay, I like that analogy.
You're overseeing everything. User accounts, vendor accounts, approving products, payments, commissions, marketing, analyzing data.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is, but most of these scripts have a central dashboard.
Okay.
That's your main hub.
So that's where it'd start.
Yeah, you get a real-time view of everything that's going on, like a pulse check for your marketplace.
What kind of information would I see there?
You'd see how many users are active, how many new vendors are signing up, total sales, popular categories, even feedback trends.
Sounds like a lot of data.
It is, but that's the power of it. You use that information to make smart decisions.
So I can see what's working, what's not.
Exactly, and tweak things accordingly, like your marketing, what products you feature, even the design of the site.
So it's not just about reacting to problems.
No, it's about being proactive, optimizing the whole experience, driving growth.
Now, what about managing all those user and vendor accounts?
Right, so as the admin, you get to approve or deny new vendors.
Okay.
You check their ID, set their commission rates, make sure they meet your standards, and of course you can suspend accounts if you need to.
So it's a balance, right?
Yeah.
Encouraging good vendors while also protecting the marketplace itself.
And the shoppers too.
And for the users.
You can manage their profiles, track their activity, handle any customer service issues.
Seems like a lot of responsibility.
It is, but there are tools to help. Lots of these platforms have systems for verifying users, resolving disputes, even automating some of the customer service stuff.
That makes sense.
Huh.
Okay, what about managing the products themselves?
Right, well, the vendors handle their own listings, but you have the final say.
Okay.
You approve or reject products, categorize them, set quality standards. You can even feature certain products on the homepage.
So I get to curate the whole selection.
Exactly. And a lot of these scripts have features to help you stay on top of things.
Like what?
Like automatic alerts if a product's running low on stock.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, so you can avoid those out-of-stock disappointments for customers.
Now, what about keeping track of all the orders?
Order tracking. That's all accessible to you as the admin.
So I can see what's pending, what's been shipped, what's delivered.
All of it. And if there are any hiccups, you can step in and help get things sorted out.
So everyone stays in the loop.
Transparency is key.
What about payments? How does that all work?
Well, most platforms have their own secure payment systems built in.
Right.
They handle processing the transactions, distributing the money to vendors, generating reports.
So it's all streamlined and secure.
Exactly. Plus, it gives you valuable data.
Right, to see what's selling well and all that.
Exactly. So you can analyze trends, track revenue, make decisions about commissions.
Okay, so we've talked about managing accounts, products, orders, payments. Anything else?
Oh, yeah. One more big one. Reporting and analytics.
Oh, right, the data side of things.
Exactly. The admin panel usually has powerful tools for generating reports on everything. Sales, customers, vendors, you name it.
So I can really dig deep and figure out how to make the marketplace even better.
Exactly. Data is your friend. It helps you understand what's working, what's not, how to keep improving.
This has been incredibly insightful. I feel like I have a much better grasp on how these marketplaces actually work behind the scenes.
It's been a great deep dive, for sure.
Before we wrap up, is there anything else I should know about the admin panel?
One more thing. Customizing the homepage. That's the first thing people see, so it's got to make a good impression.
What kind of customizations can I do?
You can usually feature new products, highlight special offers, promote certain vendors, even change the layout and design for different occasions.
So I can keep it fresh and engaging.
Exactly. All right, so we've covered a lot today.
We have.
From the shopper's point of view, to the vendor's tools, to the admin's control panel, it's a whole ecosystem.
And for anyone listening who's thinking about starting their own online marketplace,
Yeah.
these platforms are a great starting point. But your success ultimately depends on you, your vision, your hard work, and your commitment to making both buyers and sellers happy.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's a dynamic world out there, so keep learning and adapting.
Great advice. Thanks for joining us on another deep dive. Until next time, happy strategizing.